YouTube live stream. Shalom, Israel. Shalom, you ninjas. Shout out to the trolls. Where my Negroes at? Hope everybody's doing well. Come on in, come on in. Welcome to the People's Podcast. Sunday, September 1st, 2024. A little overcast today. Nice out. Not too humid, not too hot. Checking out the trash. That's what I'm calling the Ramadan, y'all. Today is a prep day, y'all. Can't sit on your butts today. You got to do a little prep. Take your trash out. Even if you ain't got to put it at the curb, make sure you get it out the house. So, that way it's already done. You starting the week off fresh. All right. Wash your clothes. If you got clothes, you ain't supposed to be doing that on Saturday. You're supposed to be doing it on today. Today's the perfect day. Get them clothes washed. You ain't got to worry about it through the week. Go outside and get some air. Even if you don't do nothing but, like I do, sit outside on the steps sometime and just see what's happening. See if there's a squirrel in your yard, whatever. Just get a little fresh air, a little vitamin D. A lot of us are vitamin D deficient. I know the studies have showed that, especially since COVID. A lot of us have just got in the habit of not going outside. So make sure you go outside, absorb some of them sun rays and get that vitamin D in your system. A lot of times I hear people talking about health issues, and a lot of it just be simple stuff sometimes. Just, basic exercise and a little bit of outsideness. Really. But that's all I'm saying, That's all I'm saying to y'all, man. Hope everybody's doing well. There's no topic, this is a kind of riff off freestyle session off the dome, whatever you want to call it. I'm really taking a break because y'all know I'm having some problems with my legs, the vascular issues in my legs. So when I do a little bit of, when I be moving them trash cans, my legs be killing me. By the time I move one, I gotta sit down and take a break. It's all good. I got a CT scan coming up, supposedly this week, Friday the 5th. I think it's Friday. I got to talk to my driver. I got to do that CT scan so they can see what's going on with the old man. With the old man. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. On your way in the door, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Smash that bell. Share to your socials. And today's sponsor is going to be Eric Jordan. He is sponsoring my Pure Leaf tea for today. Thanks. Greatly appreciated to Eric Jordan. So those of you who would want to sponsor next, cash at me $5. And you could be the sponsor too. You could be the next sponsor for my Pure Leaf Tea Fund. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. $ send number 2 V. That's it. Just the letter V. I want to sponsor my Pure Leaf Tea Fund. Keep your boy hydrated. Keep your boy hydrated and help me fight Bidenomics, because Biden got me fucked up in the game. It's on site when I see Biden. Tell the Secret Service I said so. They ain't on the job anyway. They almost got Trump beat up again, right? They like, yo, we can't beat this dude. We just gonna let somebody take his ass on out. It's funny. I tell y'all about these baby boomers, these men. Now, yesterday I called my stepfather just to acknowledge him turning 80 years old. I was off by a day. He turned 80 years old Friday. I don't keep up with that shit. I don't celebrate birthdays, but I can acknowledge your birthday. So some kind of way, this comment. Remember I told you that bullying, and remember I told y'all they was going to start recruiting y'all, the simp ass ninjas, to do their bullying too. So very rarely do me and my stepfather talk politics. I'm talking to him about, him turning 80 in some kind of way. He gets on, well, what about the Trumpster? And what is he talking about with this bacon? And what is he talking about with this bacon? So I explain it to him. He's telling you, he's talking about bacon because that shit is up 60, 70% in some areas because of Bidenomics. Oh, you actually have an answer for that? I say, yeah, if you stop watching fucking CNN and MSNBC, you would know the answer to it. It's not, he's crazy. He's talking about bacon and why. And stop watching CNN and MSN, the Central News, the Central Negro Network, and MSNBC. Stop watching that bullshit. Because they've created an echo chamber and a bubble for y'all, and y'all don't know what the hell, and I'm talking about y'all old ass boomers and old Generation X's, y'all the only ones watching TV. Ain't nobody else watching TV unless it's a game on. That's the only way millennials and Zoomers is watching TV is if they watching the game. They are not watching network TV, and they damn sure ain't watching the news. I've been telling y'all this for a decade. And that's what I said to my stepfather. I've been telling you, why don't you fucking watch my podcast? I've been talking about this shit for a decade. I've been warning you about Joe Biden for a fucking decade. When he decided to run the first time. I warned you about Kamala Harris back then too. And I pointed out back then, nobody voted for her. Nobody voted for her. And all she does is, and then he had the nerve, Kamala is just as qualified as Trump. I said, how the fuck you get that? She's done nothing. Nothing. And Trump was a successful president. Whether you like him or not, it ain't got nothing to do with his crazy talk. We all know Trump got crazy shit he say. That's part of the reason people like him. People like that crazy shit. But you can't deny the results. That's what they want to skip over Biden and Kamala's failure for the last 3.5 years, 3 years and 9 months. And they want to ignore the successes that Trump had for 4 years. And they want to ignore the failures of Obama and Biden, them 8 years. It's like they living in La La Land. And it's so disgusting on a man. But he lives in a house he's surrounded by 3 women. My mother and his 2 daughters. And they got him so indoctrinated, he ain't even a man. He's not even a man. He's a male hyena. And what does a male hyena do? All they do is protect the females, the female class, and support their shit. That Crimson Cure came up with that damn... Shout out to Crimson Cure. You can't think of a better analogy. At least I can't. There is no other mammal on the earth that behaves this way. Male hyenas and black male hyenas. It's sad. And I see why a lot of you women, it's not your fault. Your punk ass daddies fucked y'all up. And they didn't protect you from your hoe ass mamas. Yeah, I said it. Your mamas had hoe tendencies. They still got them hoe tendencies. That's why y'all got them. Where you think it came from? See, it used to be checked, but it's unchecked now. That started with the baby boomers. They was the ones that wanted the right to fuck everybody and to divorce anybody and not be accountable. They were the first group of women to do that shit. And then they passed it along to their daughters and granddaughters. And about to be their great granddaughters. And then they turn on each other. I can't tell you how many times women, sisters, I've seen sisters, daughters, cousins, they will turn on each other if it benefits them some kind of way. I've seen sisters go behind each other, cousins go had the same baby daddy, sisters sleep with each other's husbands. I've seen all of this shit. It's crazy. And then they sit and act like this ain't happening. And these married women who you're married, but you're supporting Kamala Harris, who is an adulterous woman. You support Fonnie Willis, who is an adulterous woman. These women publicly admit to committing adultery and fucking up households. But y'all support them. The Sister Girl Club. She's qualified. I said, oh, I see you're so passionate about this, because that's the shame, insults, guilt. I said, I'm not passionate about anything. You made a statement, and in your statement, you had a question, and I answered your question. I'm not yelling. I'm not screaming. I'm just answering the question that you brought up. You didn't think I was going to go against you. Oh, you're going to vote for Trump? They always try to shame you. I didn't say nothing about Trump. You said something about Trump, and I explained what he said. Well, who you going to vote for? You ain't going to vote for Kamala? Why would I vote for Kamala? She's unqualified. She fucked up a taped interview. That means somebody sat and edited it, and we're seeing the best of it, and it's fucked up. Are you shitting me? Simultaneously, while they were playing that bullshit, now we waited 30 days for it. Simultaneously, while they were playing that bullshit, Trump was taking live questions at a rally. Just questions right out the crowd from regular people. Good questions. Because they got all of these phrases. Oh, I guess you're a MAGA. You're a MAGA. What does that mean? You don't want America to be great? You'd rather have the people that's in office now keep in office and keep fucking it up? That's what you would rather have as opposed to making America great. Are there crazy Republicans? There's always been crazy Republicans. The extremes are always on both ends. That's not most people. Most people ain't joining militias and doing all that Nazi shit. And same thing on the other side. Most people ain't these far left radicals. That ain't most people. Most people are more closer to the center. What does Kamala? She flip-flops on everything. And I'm telling him, she said flat out, she ain't gonna do nothing for black people. And then she turned around and said, I'm gonna give Israel, I pledge to give Israel $10 billion a year for the next decade. That's what she said. Oh, you've seen this? You would have too if you stopped watching that bullshit you watch. They're lying to you. They're going to keep the truth from you. I said there are plenty of videos of her saying this in her own words. And I send them videos every now and then, so I know he ain't watching the videos. And they're so out of touch, these old men. He's 80, just turned 80. He's so out of touch. Oh, I've been a Democrat all my life. And what have they fucking done for you? Not a goddamn thing. What have they done for your son? What have they done for your grandson? Not a goddamn thing. So you saying that, and that's that same, well, my sister's a pastor and she's a minister. I don't give a fuck. That's a contradiction to the Bible right there. She ain't supposed to be. I'm on fire, y'all. She need to be sitting her black ass down and shutting the fuck up and following some male leadership. That's what the Bible tells her to do. It ain't changed. That's New Testament. It's a shame for women to teach in the church. Let them listen and learn in silence. It's multiple scriptures. But they like to give you this black church ideology, and they can't. You be like, all right, show me in the Bible where that is. Show me. Let me see the scripture you talking about. Because I can give you 10 scriptures that say the opposite. But let's see it. I ain't gonna give it. No, they just gonna run their fucking mouth. That's the women who lifted up their voices, lifted up their heads against Christ, and his answer to them at that time was it's better to keep God's commandments. And he walked the fuck off. Because they were trying, you do that, your mama black. It's in the Bible. You can't make this shit up. They've been doing this shit for thousands of years. That's when they were celebrating Diana. That's that spirit of Eve coming back around again with Diana. And Hellenism. Right? That's why her crown, the woman with all of the breasts, that's why her crown, which is also the goddess of fertility, that crown, that's where Easter comes, the Easter eggs, that's her breasts. Okay? Right? Her crown was in the shape of the Tower of Babel. Why? Because she wanted to be up there with God. We've been dealing with this shit the whole time. That started with Eve. Eve didn't want to be equal to Adam. Eve wanted to be equal with God. She wanted to skip over Adam. Divine order. All things must be done in order. Divine order is God, Christ, the husband, the wife. And for you ladies, well, I ain't married, I ain't got no husband. Then you're supposed to be under your father's leadership, who would be, in fact, the husband in that scenario. Right? Keep my likes up, y'all. I appreciate it, man. And on the way in the door, make sure y'all check in with the chat. Make sure my Spartans come in here and let us know what your profession is. So it's all the same ideology. The Democratic Party and the black church is the same ideology. And I saw a poll recently where it was comparing men to women. What is the most important issue for women in this election is the abortion issue. What is the most important issue for men is the economy. We have a racial is not a big issue like it used to be. Okay? Because a lot of the racial issues that we have are not in your face like they were in past times. Okay? So we have other issues that have surfaced and taken paramount positions in society that we need to be dealing with. And that's classism, right? Classism. And there's also an ideological difference between men and women, and it's widening. Especially, you always look at the black community because it's going to happen to us first. So black men and black women are so far apart, ideologically speaking, it's never happened this way before in this country. It's crazy what women think. And then you see what men don't give a fuck about that abortion issue. How many times have I been telling y'all that? We don't give a shit. And see, women think because they care about something, we should too. We don't. It has nothing to do with us. Most times, the man has the no that don't even have a knowledge of there an abortion ever being performed on his wife, his daughter, none of that. He has no knowledge of it. They just take the money out his taxes. So men say, I don't give a fuck. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I ain't got no say so in it. And you're killing our community. I told y'all, you go to the silent generation who is getting married at a 90% rate. Go to the next generation, which is baby boomers. They were getting married at a 45% rate. It got cut in half. And that was because of no-fault divorce. And then social services and all that other stuff started ramping in the prison industrial complex. All of that played a role. Come forward to the Gen X. Gen X is 25%. Black women get married at a 25% rate. You see this number keep dramatically going down and down? Flash forward to the millennials. They're getting married. The millennials and Zoomers are at 10%. They're at 10%. Some places they're already at single digits in this country. You are in an extinction level event, black women, and you don't even see it. You're wiping yourselves out. You're wiping yourselves out. And the people you're letting do it, they don't care. They don't care about what you want. Kamala married a little hat man. She ain't got no skin in the game. She got her position secured. She ain't lived your life. She's never worked a real job in her lifetime. She doesn't know your struggle. She don't have any historical similarities or cohesiveness with you. That's why what she say is crazy. Right? But y'all again, y'all didn't need to let that sister girl shit that they sold y'all on go. It's destroying you. It ain't. Black men can always make black babies. And as the Bible said, when it's all said and done, y'all gonna be wiped out anyway. It's gonna be 7 of y'all. Of those of y'all who are left, it's gonna be 7 of y'all for every man. 7 of you. And y'all gonna be begging for his last name, the Bible says. And those of you who claim to believe in the Bible. Right? But y'all don't read the Bible and you don't understand what the story that the Bible is telling you. You believe in this whitewashed kumbaya shit that ain't in there. Right? You think you're going to die and go to heaven. That ain't what the Bible said. The Bible said the kingdom was going to be here on earth. That's why the prayer is on earth as it is in heaven. That kingdom is going to be here on earth when Christ comes back. We're going to get taken back to our homeland when it's all said and done. But y'all just miss stuff. Y'all miss it. Completely. And then when somebody tells you the truth, y'all get fucking angry. Then I tell y'all, the truth is always questioned and challenged, but the lie never is. This woman on TV saying shit, and I'm telling you what she said, and you acting like you've never heard it. You're so oblivious. I've seen a dozen videos of this shit. I don't even be going looking for Kamala Harris. So I don't want nobody to be like, well, you're into politics. That's why you know. I don't be going to look for Kamala Harris. But they got access to the same shit I got access to. Get the fuck off of CNN and MSNBC. Cut your cord. I've been saying that for over a decade. They can't let it go. It's like crack. They can't fucking stop. The baby boomers fell for every fucking scam that came on TV. The reverse mortgages, the the multi-level marketing, crack. I mean, anything that came through, they fell for it. They never said, "Hey, maybe we shouldn't smoke crack." No, we're gonna smoke crack. We're gonna do cocaine. We're gonna fuck everybody. We're gonna we're gonna marry all these single baby mamas and make latchkey kids. They did all of that shit. You would think a man that's surrounded by women all the time and is always hearing their perspective, you would welcome talking to a man sometime. You would welcome that shit. You would think anyway. You would think. But they so ingrained. He been trained for 80 years. He ain't never been under no male leadership. He always been under the leadership of a woman. All in his shows with his 80-year-old ass. Can't have a fucking conversation with him. You would think he'd be like, damn, that's interesting. Send me a video. Let me check it out. Eh? He went right into the same hyena talk that the women went into. She ain't even black. She had the opportunity on this interview. They asked her directly, "Are you black?" Next question, she said. Oh, he's pulling playing the same old game. What game was he playing? They asked him about it. He didn't bring it up. They asked him. And he was like, I didn't know. I didn't know she was black. Because she never said she was black before. She always said she was Indian or Southeast Indian. She's never claimed being black. And all of these people, all of these sycophants, they get on there and lie. Oh yeah, she's always said she was black. Show me a clip. I've been asking for 3 weeks now. Show me a clip where that woman said I'm a black woman. I'll wait. She doesn't say it. She don't say it. But she allows y'all to believe it because she know that's working to her advantage. She's not black. You ain't never even heard a black woman that sounds like her. She sounds like something else. With that nasal voice she got and that goofy ass hackle. Black women don't sound like that. Stop. Y'all always want to welcome the enemy right through the front door. When we gonna stop doing that shit? At least the Aztecs had the right idea. When they seen them damn Portuguese and shit, them Spaniards coming off them boats, they started killing them fuckers immediately. Said, nah, man, them motherfuckers look like they dead, man. They don't look like normal people. Kill them. They started killing them immediately. If it wasn't for them damn diseases, man, them white people would have got wiped out. They brought all them diseases with them, and that's what wiped out the Aztecs. Ain't no more Mayans and Aztecs, and ain't no more of them people. Why? Because the men was killed off. You need the men to keep the society going. So they killed all of the men off, and they killed the babies, and then they raped the women and made babies with the women who was left. And now you got a whole other population of people down there. Black women, that's y'all fate. Because y'all want to be Mrs. Cartwright so bad. But y'all get mad at V. V tell y'all the truth. And I know everybody claims to tell y'all the truth. Check my record. Tell me where I've lied in over 800 videos. Show me the lie. Remember all of them content creators that tried to do that? And they couldn't find one? They couldn't find nowhere where I lied. They found some shit I said that they didn't like, but they couldn't find shit I lied about. Right? Y'all love going to black church, so Pastor Pork Chop and Deacon Clap Cheeks can lie to you every Sunday and take money from you. Y'all pay for lies. It's amazing. It's fucking amazing. Y'all paying this woman a salary right now. Who is running the country? Please tell me. Biden on vacation now. Who is running the country? Her goofy ass is rallying and lying and she ain't running shit. She goofy. And this Nina Turner or somebody. Hell, you would be better getting that young girl, getting Michaela Montgomery. Get somebody like that. And I stand behind the straw. I'll be out there marching for you. And I don't even agree with Nina Turner 100%. Not even 90, 80%. I have a lot of disagreements with her because she's so liberal, but at least she got leadership qualities. I can say that for her. But you still can't argue the fact that Trump had a successful presidency. Kamala Harris has done nothing. She want to go back and tell lies about some made up shit she supposedly did with the cartel 20 years ago. What have you done for the last 3 years, bitch? I'll wait. I'll wait. Y'all better wake up, man. Y'all better wake up. That's all I gotta say. Y'all better wake the frick up. The French toast up. Shout out to the Godfather, our Godfather style, Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace. It's crazy. It's insanity. And I talk to these people, and it's like I'm talking to a fucking alien, man. That's what it's like. It's like talking to an alien. It's like they're so clueless and so out of touch with reality. I've been saying to y'all for the last 2 or 3 years, right? All of these, because I take a lot of Ubers, and I'm telling y'all, I'm like, there is a change. There's a change in the class of Uber drivers. I'm seeing more older Uber drivers. People who should be retired are driving Ubers. Haven't I not been saying that to y'all? This ain't college kids. It's grandma and grandpa and great grandma and great grandpa driving fucking Ubers. Right? And all y'all African princes that done came over here from the motherland and you, I'm a prince back home, my brother. And you came over here to be a cab driver? The fuck out of here. That's another question. But y'all want to run and marry them motherfuckers. All of them black women they left on the continent and they came over here. Don't y'all see something wrong with that shit? Y'all think y'all married Hakeem and you really fucking Simi. Shout out to Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall. You fucking Simi. You don't know the difference between Simi and Hakeem. You do not know the difference. No, he's not the prince. He's the prince. The king said, King Jotham said, who told you that? Everybody got quiet as shit. You ain't even supposed to say no bullshit like that. I mean, y'all thought Zamunda was real? Y'all thought Wakanda was real? These niggas is coming over here to be cab drivers. Unbelievable is all I can say. And we're going to end it on that note. Unbelievable. Stay tuned. On your way out the door, like, subscribe, and share. If you're catching this on the replay, type replay in the chat. And we're going to say peace. Holla back at your boy. It's your boy.